haiku from Voyage after I visited India for my 20-year anniversary of being a vegetarian. I wrote a lot of journals, took a lot of photos, and have an index of some haiku from India. This one is called Choice. Our only choice is to destroy ourselves. It's our choice, and so we do. Our only choice is to destroy ourselves. It's our choice, and so we do. This one brings up decision, and this is from the book Chapter 38, Volume 2 of Performance Art Stuff, which I think I might be having different ones of these from performance art shows coming up in the next year. I'll see. But this one is called Pioneer. It amazes me that the first definition of pioneer is a person or a group that originates or helps open up a new line or a thought or activity or a method of technological development. And the second definition of pioneer is merely one of the first to settle in a territory. To pioneer is to open or prepare for others to follow. You said you were all pioneers. But what did you know of these uncharted lands? And more importantly, why did you bring your old and tired ideas with you? How, with all of your spiritual baggage, could you plan to start anew? And what were you running from? Yes, pioneers, you were all so brave, so bold, running away to a land that promised not to give you more, but promised not to be what you were, what to be where you were. You're running from things, running away, taking all of your old edicts with you, all of your old theories, hoping a change of scenery is all you needed to make everything better. How can you start anew when all you do is move your problems to a different place? Yes, pioneers, you are all so brave, so bold, but you, Laura, you were only a little girl. How could you be what could you be crusading for? Were you following your heart, your mind? Were you reaching for the truth? Did you know what it was that you were looking for? Or were you even looking to survive it all, just blindly following your powerful Father, your powerful God? What were you a pioneer of? Did you feel the cold slap of wind from the barren plains, and did you think that this was freedom? Did you run outside and play make-believe, wearing your little dress, little ribbons in your hair? Did that cold gust of wind on your calves circling around and above your knees make you feel free from your journey that your elders forced you to take? When slaves were bought and sold, when women were purchased for harems, they had no say over where their masters roamed. They merely had to follow and to keep their mouths shut. And did you feel that way too? To pioneer is to open or prepare for others to follow. To you, your daddy was a pioneer, but think about it again. Think about how alone you felt in the plains, making up stories to pass the time. How sometimes you would go out into the fields and run and run and run. And sometimes you would continue to run, hurtling toward that where you couldn't see anymore, and you didn't even see your little house anymore. Was this your moment of sanity? Was that what kept you alive? I know we've all had that feeling before about after being on vacation or just being somewhere else and knowing that you have to leave, you have to go home, and be that person everyone expects you to be that fearful little girl instead of that alive little girl. And I know each and every one of us has felt that feeling when going home, wondering if it was possible to just never come back. And you would run and run and run, hurtling toward and forward until you couldn't see that little house anymore, looking for something new, then always finding only more and more and more plains. You were too young to create something new, to truly be a pioneer. So you knew you'd have to go back. You couldn't keep running, and you'd have to accept the world that was handed down to you. And after running through those endless fields, I'm sure that slow walk back to the house, because you knew your mother would be calling you back for dinner, I'm sure that slow walk back was all the more painful. When I was little, I would save up all of my change and tell my mother I was going for a bike ride in the neighborhood. And I would sneak over to the local ice cream parlor, even though I shouldn't eat sweets before dinner. And did you sneak off to the general store for penny candy? Was this your freedom? Was this your rebellion? Was this your decision to accept your own ideas and not those of your mother, your father, your God? Was this your attempt to get away from following? Was this your moment of sanity? Was this what kept you alive? To pioneer is to open or prepare for others to follow. Was this what made you a pioneer?